Hello everyone, my name is Mehran, and with Mahdieh we are going to present our project Get the Best Out of Depths and Surface Normals by Integrating them. Molecular depth estimation is a very important and challenging task. In recent years, data-driven approaches such as MIDAS have had great progress in producing depth map from a single scene. However, these approaches are not perfect and they have their own issues. For example, if we look at this depth map from the classroom image, we can see here that these chairs here are blended together and there are not a great distinction between them. And also, if we convert these depth map to their corresponding normal surfaces, we can see that they struggle to represent flat surfaces such as this wall or this wall here. Moreover, these data-driven approaches have had great progress in estimating normal maps from a single scene, as we can see here. These are the results of OmniData project. Compared to the normal maps that we got from our depth map, we can see that these results represent the flat surfaces much better. Also, we know that in order to convert our depth map to the normal map, we can take the derivative of our depth map in each direction to get to the normal map. So can we use the information presented in these normal estimations from OmniData or other projects that estimate normal maps to improve our depth map and somehow use both information in the depth map and the normal map to improve them? This resembles Poisson blending. In Poisson blending, given a source image and a target image, the task is to blend a portion of the source image into the target image so that it looks natural. And these specific portions are defined by a hard mask. So, as we said, our normal maps contain information about depth gradients. So, can we use this information to blend our depth map and normal maps? How does Poisson blending relate to our problem? As we briefly talked about, normal maps contain gradient information of the depth map. So can we use those information to seamlessly merge these informations to achieve and get to a better depth map? As we talked about, our depth map perform poorly in some details, such as chairs in this classroom. And also, they don't represent the flat surfaces well enough, like our normal estimations do. So we like to be able to have full control over which kind of information to get from our normal maps and which kind of information to get from our depth map and merge these information to get to a better depth map estimation. This motivates our soft mask approach in contrast to hard mask approach that Poisson blending formulation has. Our soft mask approach defines where to get the information in each pixel of the image, from depth, normal, or a mixture of both. More concretely, black pixels in our soft mask means the information comes from depth intensities, whereas white pixels means the information comes from the normal map. And in between values, gray pixels control how much information we get from depth and normal. That amount is controlled by the pixel intensities. The more black the pixel is, the more information we use from depth gradients. So for example, we can see that strong edges here get their information mostly from depth intensities. And that is because we know normal maps don't contain useful information on edges because they change suddenly. Whereas here in flat surfaces, we get most of the information from normal maps. We generate this soft mask automatically using some controllable parameters that user can control. Now my colleague Mahdieh will present some of the results of our work.
Thank you, Mehran, for your amazing explanations. Now we walk through to see some results. As a first example, we look at this picture including two speakers. And if we consider our mask, a computer mask, we can get this depth map resulting in these normals. And if we compare our results with the MIDAS, we can see that Our method is able to preserve more details in the depth map. If we zoom in some parts of the image to go deeper, we can uh, zoom in the speaker parts, and if we compare our depth results with the midas, we can see that our method is able to uh, preserve the informations of the depths from different parts of the speaker. Now, as another complex example, we can consider this classroom, and if we use our computed mask, we can get this depth map resulting in this normal. And if we compare our results with the midas, we can see that our method is able to add more details in the depth map while preserving the consistency in the flat surfaces. If we zoom in some parts of the image, for example, in chairs, we can see that in our methods, the details has been added in comparison with the midas. As another example, we can look at this room figure, and if we use the computed mask, we can get this depth result resulting in this normal. And if we compare our result with the midas, we can see that our method is able to preserve the consistency more than midas methods. And like before, if we zoom in some parts to go deeper, we can see that for example, in the wall area, our method is able to make a differentiate between different parts of the wall and also preserve its consistency in comparison with the midas. We also can look at to the 3D point cloud presentation to have a deeper insight. And if we compare our result with the midas, we can see that our model has better representation in three-dimensional space, and also we can see that, for example, here our method is able to preserve the wall consistency. Um, as another example, we can look at this 3D representation of the this room, and if we look at the results, we can see that, for example, in the front wall, in the small front wall, our method is able to preserve its consistency, while the Midas method has broken it to the different parts. As a conclusion and future work, we want to add more user interface features to our method, like choosing the edge threshold. I also want to use the downstream data-driven approach for improving our results, and also we want to use our results as a high details image and merge it with the less details depth map to get better results and correct the flaws that may exist in our results. And I want to thank you for your time and attention.